one. Good for a Ravens first down. On play action, here's Jackson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a flag. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Out to his right. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Now a screen set up for Henry. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's fourth down.
A loss of 2 yards.
Third and short, you think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. If this defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide, nowhere to cut. Take him down for a loss.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Rolling right. He'll tuck it and take off.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
In motion goes Likely. Third and goal for Jackson. Pushed out to his left. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. Who managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. A gain there of 20. First down, 49ers.
It's a gain of 20. And a 49er first down.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Again, it's McCaffrey. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Purdy. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 31 yards. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Here's a second and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the Ravens 12-yard.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
And it's third down.
Get set. Run around, stop.
Back to throw, Purdy. Finding his tight end, Farrell. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Now Purdy. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked by Malachi Starks.
Purdy's pass.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Turnover on down.
Jackson forced to his right. Now he takes off. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
He'll take off again, and he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
This one intercepted.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush, because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Airing one out for Bourne. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Get set. 18, what's up?
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And that'll set up fourth down. Throwing again is Purdy. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. They get 18 yards on fourth down and a fresh set of downs.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, 49ers.
They'll throw again with Purdy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, And now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this ball's going to go out of bounds, not the way you want to begin the second half. The football will be marked at the 40-yard line. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. He's got it. That's a 1st down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very...
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. Open man downfield. It is Hopkins. And he's into the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Play action now. Purdy. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He'll go play action. Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch out!
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to the air is Purdy. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
Watch out!
Here's Purdy. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. From the gun, Jackson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Pinnock. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run once more with McCaffrey. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Purdy. That's taken in. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
It's that.
1st and goal.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he'll take it on in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's now 14-7. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
At the 24-yard line.
In motion goes Likely. They'll run it on first down with Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And he will get into the end zone and bump the lead up by 2 more.
Certainly unconventional in their wisdom here, but somehow it still works out. I don't think the defensive PAT unit was at all expecting a fake. Remember, the ball's now snapped from the 15-yard line on an extra point attempt. No one's expecting you to fake it, and I think they used that to their advantage.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
That's caught by McCaffrey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Now Purdy, and that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. What a play on 4th and long. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 40.
Here's Purdy again. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And not much there. Quick defense held to no gain.
Alfred Collins on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Going up top and looking for Andrews. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Yards to go.
Jackson looking to throw. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to lead to fourth down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Get set, get set.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers.
So it's a 3-deep zone here, so they call that cover 3 defense. So what they're going to have is they're going to have a center fielder. He's going to be in the middle of the field, and it's his job that on the quarterback's throw, he has to be able to break and play that entire middle third of the defense. So you got to have the right guy back there, not only with the instincts, but then the speed and the ball skills to go make a play on the ball. The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Jackson now. A ball deep for the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line.
Outside. 18, watch out.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Get set, get set.
Again, it's Purdy. He'll let one go. Downfield for Jenny. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is 3rd and 10. He's going to look downfield once again. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.
I just wanna rock. Body of the year. Damn.
MC, make another hit.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Up next, it's our main event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. Free inside the 30. Makes a cut to... It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And he gets them a fraction more breathing room out to the 3-yard line. Well, they looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that 2-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 line.
Darts coming out throwing. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Giants are going to have the first down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
19, 18. Let's go.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Darts out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. That'll be second down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Go! 70 Lions!
Now Darts going to the air. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned.
Oh, my! It's intercepted in the end zone. Jahan Campbell makes the play.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
On first down, Hurts. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on third down. From his end zone, third and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Pass complete to Goddard. And how is that for some breathing room, huh, Brock? Gets him away from the goal line up to the 20. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Our score, 6-0. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Space past the 35. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
First down, a run with Barkley. It's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Hurts now from the gun. Working the sideline. That's Goddard. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. And it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts looking to throw. And it's caught. So they try for 2 once again, and this time it pays off. They're up 14-zip.
Giants nothing.
All right, that gets them back on track after the initial miss, Brock. Now up 14-zip following the 2-point conversion.
Even if you're just 50-50 on 2-point tries, they're still in a really good place. Up a couple touchdowns. Clearly the better team here to start it out. Time to step on that pedal a little bit more.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Gunnar Olszewski on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Go.
On play action with Dart. Absolutely fires this one right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. On the move, headed right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd down now. Here's Dart. It's on target to Johnson. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. This one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly. The catch moves him to the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. They'll bring the tight end left. Scatterboo now from the gun. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
70 Lions. Bronco 80.
Dart gonna go for it on 4th. He's gonna try another deep one here. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, New York! The Giants make it a 1-score game before halftime. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not.
Okay, they got it. He makes the catch. kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
Great, set.
Hurts to throw. That's caught in Saquon Barkley. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running for the marker on second. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs from 37.
Eagles first down. And 16 yards.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
10 more yards. That's another Eagles first down.
Great, set.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jake Elliott kicking off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Olszewski. This makes it up to the 25.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Here goes Dart to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good for a New York first down. New set of downs from 37.
First and 10 at the
Throwing on first down. It's Dart. Chased out to his right. This is Cox. That's Slayton. He's still going at the 30. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
That's caught at the 4. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants put 6 on their side as they reach the end zone. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more alive. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. They tried a trick play, but it's blown up. That's going to be a sack. Great work by the defense. Now, after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Shipley now to return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Great, set.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Buys time, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Bails out of the pocket quick. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Giants get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later. Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second down now, they need 7.
Here we go, set.
Running with Scannaboo. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
At the 13-yard line.
Driving forward with Scannaboo. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Screen here for Scannaboo. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Let's go.
It's Scannaboo on third. And the gain's good there, partner. A nice 7-yard effort, but they're still well short, and this is going to be fourth down.
Well, that's a case where defensively you've got to keep your eyes in the backfield and be ready if they go with that drop play. Even an extra second to react, well, it gives them room for a gain.
The kicker gets it. Oh, looks like he's going to throw it. He makes the grab. And a well-timed fake leads to a touchdown. Well, I think we can all agree, partner, that call came at the perfect time to... Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And he's in, so how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2. Gano ready to send this away. Shipley now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
They go play fake with Hurts. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.